turn, make a turn on the forehand, do it the other way around or whatever. You see, now I would have probably just made a turn on the forehand there, made him stand and then move from the left leg to the right. So halt, flex left and turn his haunches to the right. That's it. And turn him. Come on, use your left leg, come, and walk on. So that again you pay attention to him, yeah? And then make a halt, but move him a little bit off the track to the left first. Walk forward like a little bit off the track. Now halt. And now do a turn on the forehand from there. Say, come, turn off that right leg. Turn off the right leg. You have a whip? You have a whip? You have a whip? Yeah, and come on there and say stop. And pay attention. And now walk. So again, you see, it's not a punishment, but try to be more organized in your corrections. And now walk him a little off the rail. And then halt. Now turn him off your left leg. So tap, 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 don't pull. Tap, 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 and go out. That's it. And now stay straight. So again, you see, we did a movement or an exercise to try to get a little more his attention to you, yeah? And now Trot rising. And that's it. That's plenty forward. It's plenty. Keep your outside rein and just trot. Come, trot, trot. Now he's slowing down. Trot. Circle here at R, 20 meters. So we again start a little bit the way we did yesterday. But keep the connection, yeah? And then make a circle. Bend them a tiny bit. Shorten your reins and put your hands down and forward more. Yes. Your inside leg, you see, you waited for him to look at the ladder rather than kind of a little bit in advance, turn a little tiny bit the baby paw. Say, come, and use your left leg, come, and use your left leg, come, use your left leg. There, but you see, I told you to do it, you didn't do it. That's it, there you go. Try to be ahead of the game. That doesn't matter, that's irrelevant. Be ahead of the game. That's it, be ahead of the game. Good, and now go straight again, good job. Yeah, it's okay, that doesn't matter, that's irrelevant. Good. Okay, quarter line. Just keep going. Don't go faster, just now push them sideways. Good, and circle again at B, 20 meters. Good, and go straight down the wall. And then you do that quarter line yielding out to the right again, and you do the same exercise. Quarter line, yield out, 20-meter half circle B to E. Good, left leg forward, going a little sideways, excellent. And 20-meter large half circle. Good job, keep the connection. Fine, super. That's it. Very nice, and now you turn a little bit sooner, so you make the distance a little wider. So a little bit by the center line, kind of. That's it, and go sideways. Outside rein stays. Excellent, and circle again. Good. Fine, just keep your hands down. Touch a little bit, but keep your hands down. Good. And you come up the center line. So think you want to turn before the center line to make the center line. And leg heel out. Left leg forward. Don't you go out, the horse goes out. You stay on top of the horse. Don't kick him with both legs at the same time. Good, and circle again. Hold your connection, say, a little shoulder fore now. Just a very little bit turning them inly. That's it. Keep the haunches on the rail. Practice. And go straight, don't miss my corners. And do a little shoulder fore again. Your outside rein is holding. A little tiny bit your shoulder inward. Good enough. Excellent. Good job. That is it. Super. Very nice. And your inner leg, you hold your contact, think a little jet shoulder fore, and do it again on this side. Remember that you stay on top of the horse, just a little bit pointing them in, hind leg stays on the track. Excellent, that's plenty. Keep your left leg forward. Good, that's very acceptable. Super. Change rein through the half ring from the corner at F to E. Good. That's it. And you ride a large circle by S and E. S and R, sorry. Fine. Yeah. And go nice and straight on the wall. And then you come up the quarter line from that direction. We leg here to the left and then circle from E to B, half circle. We do that a few times on this direction. We do the same exercise. So you turn and you go over. Outside rein and go over. Right leg forward and go over. Keep the neck straight, please. That's it. You want to be careful that the neck of the horse doesn't turn too much, huh? Good. Keep the connection on the left side, a little tiny bit suppling, not turning them. It's more just like making the bit on the left side just a little tiny bit more responsive. And then we do that again. Yeah. Good job. Excellent. Keep your left rein. Don't overbend. Don't overturn. That's it. Don't overturn the shoulders. Don't overturn the shoulders. Don't overturn the shoulder. No. Don't fight it. He doesn't know yet what it is. And make a circle. You see, if the rider gets so unbalanced, how can the horse be balanced, okay? So when you were a little bit trying to quote correct what was the issue, your right leg was so far off the horse, and then you're banging and your saddle was, your seat was unbalanced. In that moment, everything is unbalanced, yeah? So now do it again. Stay in balance and start being careful that you don't overturn the shoulders. Keep the shoulders slightly pointing to the left. With the neck in front. That is it. And then circle. You understand? Otherwise, you are correcting something you're creating. Yeah? Good. Little tiny bit trot, 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 trot. That's it. Excellent. That's plenty. Yeah, it's okay. And we do it one more time. So what you really want to make sure is that you don't, in the moment you have done your turn, be finished with your turn sooner. That's it. Your inner leg forward and keep that straightness. Much better. How about that? You see, now he was able to do it, yeah? Before, your application of aids was not really too well done, yeah? Very good. Excellent. And now you go down the long sides again, a little tiny bit shoulder fore position. But remind yourself, your tendency was too much to bend the neck. So don't overbend the neck. Keep that outside rein a little, and just a fraction of shoulder forward. That's it, that's all you need to do. Keep them on the rail. Good, keep them on the rail. That's it. Excellent, keep them a little on the rail. Perfect, you see, just keep going, keep going. You see, you were going, oh my God, he's looking, do you understand? I saw it on your reaction. He reacted and you reacted at the same time. Stay uninvolved in his issues. That's it, good job. And we do that one more time. Stay uninvolved in his issues. You write what you want to feel. Slide shoulder forward. Yes, keep your right leg in front, not behind. That's too much angle for this boy. There, that's enough. And keep that self. Outside rein, inner leg, outside rein, inner leg, outside rein, inner leg. Stay uninvolved. Make yourself feel the contact on your right leg and rein, so he stays with you there. In the moment a rein is empty, then you have no communication on that side. Make a circle right, 20 meters. And now make them stretch a little down. And you make it happen until it happens. And always a little turning him a little bit, but you see, what you did a little is your whole horse turned a little. It's okay. I mean, he reacted what you did. But just feel a little bit more, letting go a little of your right rein when you turn him left, let him go a little on the left rein when you turn him right. Get your rein down. You're not able to force it. You have to create it. Bend him a tiny bit quickly, hands down. You're pulling him up. That's it. And come. Sit a little quicker. Come down in your saddle. There. Not bigger, Trot. Quickly. Now you're holding him to the left too long. Do a little right, left. Now that's too long. Do it quicker. That's quicker. Quicker finger work. And then you let the reins go long. There. And again a little quicker finger work without changing that. That's it, and let the reins go long. That's it. And walk, okay. And let him have a moment a long rein. If you're turning him only really long, he only turns long, but he's not getting really the idea of what you want, yeah? So if you're turning him for 5 strides to the left, it doesn't tell him to stretch down. What you want to do is you want to unhinge the horse's frame a little bit, yeah? You go a little this, and then you say, okay, go down. If you just say come, and he stays there. And then he says, okay, now what? Then you're going back, and he still stays there. Then you go away, and then you stay there. That's too long. So you want to feel a little bit more like you kind of talk to the connection momentarily, so he starts to pay attention more than you turning the whole horse to the right or to the left. You understand? It's a little in the pull, not in the whole neck. Yeah? So it's more like a little quick reaction, like you kind of go, you turn the wheel a little bit, just a little bit quickly. And then he goes, oh, okay, so it gets a little bit looser in here, yeah? And that makes them do this, yeah? Otherwise, if you turn the neck from the base, it doesn't do a lot, yeah? Yeah, that's right. Good, yeah, that's okay. That's a good reaction. You see, he's also a little tiny bit, you know, he's a baby, of course. And, you know, and they don't know that legs mean go all the time. And, you know, what they're doing is you're using the legs, and then as soon as you stop using them, they're slowing down. And he has to realize that he has to keep moving until you say, that's enough, yeah? And that is another lesson you have to teach him. So in a moment, you know, he gets a little bit behind you, you know, don't push harder. You're doing a good job. You keep reminding him, yeah? And that's exactly right. Okay, and then shorten your reins again, Lee. Yeah, that's okay. That's correct. Okay, keep walking straight, and now after B, again, come off the wall. So it's a little bit like you're walking about 2 feet off the rail, toward the short side. That's it, now go straight. Keep walking. Then make a halt. And now make a turn on the forehand from the right again. So you just step him off your right leg. And so don't hit him hard. Tap, 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 tap. Don't worry about if he does it perfect yet, but tap, tap, and halt. So he doesn't just walk away to the turn, the last part, and walk. And now you go on. Stay again a little off the rail. Come a little bit 2 feet off the track. Good. And then straight. And then halt, and do it from the left leg. So you say, come, 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 come. Don't give up until it's done. Come, 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 come. Walk into the bit and halt. Good job. And walk on. And now you trot on again. Yeah. Come on, he's not paying attention. His ears are straight up. So no, 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 no. Walk, 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 walk. That was the worst thing you could have done. First of all, his ears are up, his neck is high, and you're hitting him. So now, what you did is you literally hit him into what he's already resisting. Make them stay attentive. Use the connection, say, hey, get on the bit. Because his ears were here like, oh, look at that. And you know, and then when you use the whip, then you're turning him away from what he is already spooking. You understand? Now walk.
Did you halt it?
No, I want you to make him round and put your legs on. Make him go on the bit. Use your contact a little. There. Touch him a little in the mouth. Don't just hold on to the contact. Move the bit a little bit. Don't be too immobile. That's it. Your bit is otherwise just mainly held. Yeah? Squeeze it a little bit, alternating in the contact. So there is a little chewing action right or left. And he is a little bit mouthing the bit a tiny bit. Okay, now trot again. In the moment a horse raises the head higher, you want to make him go a little tiny bit rounder, a little deeper, so he pays attention. And put your arms down. Yes, that doesn't matter. Now, already now, say pay attention. Little right, left, like you had to do on the stretching circle. That's what I want you to do. Do you understand? That is what I want you to do. And then you're fine. Good. And then you stay quiet, then you're okay. But in the moment he not pays attention, work the contact the way you would do if you wanted to get a little bit that stretching down frame. That's it. And then you're fine again. It is only more for to get his attention and to be focused on you, not the surroundings. Yes. And sometimes you maybe even do it only on your left leg and rein. Left, 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 left. Good job. Good job. Left, left, left. Into the right rein. That's it. Large circle at E and B. Yeah. Good. Round. A little say, Doesn't matter. It's okay. It's okay. You're doing a good job. You're doing a good job. It's okay. And trot. Not a big deal. Yes. And remind yourself, you want to move him into your right rein. It's not just taking it and hanging on. So you move the body a little bit around your left leg. Good. And sitting. Yes. Good. Yeah, a little bit that left rib cage has to go a little bit away. Don't pull your hands in the air. Just stay in your connection. You say, you move out. Don't let him get slower. There. But you're still bending a little to the outside once in a while. Forward, 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 forward. Sit. Come, 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 come. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, you have to make him quicker. You have to make him quicker, so you go quicker. Quick, 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 quick. There you go, and canter left. No, keep going, it's okay. We do it again. Inside leg, say get out. But stay straight in your neck. It's the belly which has to go, not the neck in. That's it. And sitting, and canter. Get that reaction, Lee. He knows how to canter. Come over here for a second. Tell me, how much?
He worked really hard, and I never sat the trot on him. So I think he's a little bit confused and sucking behind my leg because he doesn't.
Okay, now hold for a second.
What's that?
How long has you been working on the saddle? and you don't sit the trot yet,
No.
you better start. Because the point is, you're a good rider. You're not going to get in good condition if you don't sit the trot. It's easy to ride the trot. That's a lazy rider. Because, you know, you're running out of steam.
Yeah.
So, the same token, I always say, exercise your wrist a little bit, but in a nice fashion. So if you feel like you have to ride him too much and he is a little bit behind your legs, if you're pushing harder, of course, your position gets out of place.
Yeah.
Because a rider cannot sit very nice if they have to push constantly the horse, of course.
Right.
But also a young horse doesn't yet know really how much to go forward. See, what he does is he's a little tiny bit, but in a less dramatic fashion than the horse before. In the moment you sit, he slows down.
Yeah.
And you are having a hard time moving him forward in the sitting trot. So you don't want to necessarily get a bigger stride. You want him to become responsive. So what you want to try to make yourself realize is that when you use a little bit your heel or your lower leg, he has to react, of course. And what he does is he slows down. And in that moment, you have a harder time to sit. It's kind of like you're sitting on Mount Renard, and your air is gone. You have no stamina in that moment because your breathing is getting too slow. So he has to react a little bit, but you see what happens also is you're trotting for 5, 6, 7 strides, say, you're running out of steam, and you go back to the rising trot. Do you think you're going to create any stamina if you're changing that every single time? And he won't learn it. Now, it doesn't mean you stay in it when it's totally unbalanced. Then it's better to make a change for a second, get back into organization, sit down again. But you have to start it. You know, and it's not that horses need to be able to feel the rider once in a while. You're a good rider. You are too experienced not to be able to sit that trot a little bit, yeah? Because he's 4, he's going to be 5 next year. You know what 5-year-olds do? And you know, and 5-year-olds should carry the riders, okay? The first level trot, we say we don't have a sitting trot. That is only for the riders who are not able to sit the trot, not for riders who do. Do you know what I mean? So, and this horse's back is strong enough. You know, he is a pretty strong boy, really. And he has a good outline, yeah? It's not like he's a hollow-backed horse or, you know, but what he doesn't do is he has to be a little bit more, how do you call it, a little bit more hot under the collar, yeah? So rather than, of course, pushing and pushing, you know, come, get a little quicker. And then, you know, we want to do the canter. You see now, you went 1 round, he didn't do it. 2 rounds, he didn't do it.
Yeah.
You know, so then you have to say, okay, wait a minute. Then bring him back momentarily. Pick him back up, say, come on now, bring him back. Come on now, bring him back. Now canter. Otherwise, he says, but it had to do a little bit with both of you balancing, yeah? But you have to still ask for it. Once in a while, things have to be a little unorganized to make it better. You know, you're a good rider, you're an organized rider. I don't have to worry about telling you a little bit to say, hey, Lord, come on here, because you're good enough. So make sure that you now teach him to react. He has to. There's no other way around. And yes, of course, you know, when you're tired, of course, then I'm not able to get anything. So if you're running out of air, you have to stop momentarily, of course. But you're going to have to get a little bit now back into that so you get more stamina. Otherwise, your stamina is not going to increase. Does that make sense? Okay, let's go to work. So, yeah. And then walk again, because just the way you did before, and now trot again, and get a better reaction. Yes, and walk again. But you see, you rose right away. Sit down. If you go 3 strides, why do you want to rise? And trot again. And walk again. Make them round, trot again. Hop, and walk again. That's the reaction you want. And walk again. On the bit. That still has to be done. Yeah. And now, trot and canter. That's it. And now keep your nice canter. This is right. So keep your outside rein, your inside leg, and try to make sure you have a nice jump in your canter, because this is literally just about lateral. So a little bit inner leg, say, come, jump. Yeah. And then bend them a tiny bit. Whoops, that's okay. Yeah, now stay on the circle. Good. And now trot again. Stay on the circle and canter again. Yeah, come on. That's it. Stay on the circle. Good. And now trot again. You see, you have to now get a little bit into the part of making quicker decisions and canter again. Close your legs. Now! Thank you. Your reactions are too slow. You're trying to make it too perfect. Yes. Good job. And again, trot again. And keep them round. Good. And canter again. You have to be down on your saddle. You see, right away you're rising, trot. Canter again. Now make sure he stays straight between your eights, stay on your eights. Good job. And now when you, in the moment you trot, you don't trot bigger, you trot just round. And again, trot transition. And round, not big. Round. Now canter. That was better. You see, it's not that you want him to move big, you understand? You want him to stay by your seat. That's what you want to train. Yeah. Good. Yes. That is right. And again, a trot transition. Round, know where you are. And not bigger, just trot. And canter, not bigger. That's it. You see, you really want more, a little tiny bit of activity in it, not the slow, big motion, yeah? And also, again, you're riding around the arena without, in a certain way, really knowing what that movement is you're doing. You know, it's a little bit like you make your curve, you make your corner. It's not that he's unbalanced, but if you don't place him at a specific place, you do not ride vertical balance. And now make a circle again at E, and then by B you trot. And stay on that circle. And say, stay by me in the trot. That was later. Trot, trot. By E you canter. Small trot, canter. Yeah, thank you. You see, what you're doing too much is, Lee, is you're saying, okay, he's not ready, he's not ready, he's not ready. Now he's ready, now we canter. Round, you be ready by E. That's it. Do you understand? You're making too many, how do you call it? You say, okay, he's not ready yet, he's not ready yet, he's not ready yet, he's not ready yet. Well, he will never learn to be ready. Okay, round, not quicker. Good, and canter. That's the idea. And yeah, and trot. Sit, and canter. Inner leg on. And trot, sit, and canter. Inner leg forward and trot. Now you have to learn, why is he doing this? Put your outside hip back and your inside hip forward and your elbow down, canter. That's it, keep going, it's okay. You must make sure that in your transitions you have to have the right place. Your horse has to be on your outside rein. Your outside hip has to stay slightly behind, and your inner leg has to be on the girth. And your inner hip is forward. Your outside rein, your inner hip on, and go. Canter. And just in that, now you have to talk to the connection at the same time. But it's not stopping, it's just cantering. Good. and round. Round and yielding. And canter. In the leg forward, canter. Good. And again. You trot. Sit. Good. Right into that connection. Outside rein, inner leg, and canter. Yeah, come. You see, it's not good enough just to do it 2 times and 3 times. You have to do it over and over. Good. Good job. Come, trot, 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 trot. And canter. Keep the connection. You doesn't need to run forward, but the response you want, okay? The response. Yes. Good. And say trot, 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 trot. Not big. Trot, trot, trot. Not big. And not big. Trot and canter. That's the idea. He doesn't need to float, you know? Stay straight. And then change rein. Keep him on the bit. Not bigger, just keep your canter. That's a much better canter now. Change rein. Keep him round. Good, keep him round. Ha-ha. And you trot. Good job. But you see, you wanted to go to M and you didn't go there. You're not even on the track. Go straight. So again, who was in charge here? Okay, large circle at E. Keep going. Keep going. Yeah, that's okay. And then sit again. Not floating. Come, come. Little kick, 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 kick. Oh, tap, 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 and you're done. So you don't need to push harder. You just go, come, 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 come. Yeah, but not just hitting them once. Just go tap, 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 tap. Rather than strong and hard, which only creates one tense moment. Yes. And canter left. That was correct. Then you're nice. And trot again. Good. Your circle is falling apart. And canter. Yes, write your circle. Look where your circle is. Good. Look where your circle is, Lee. That's it. Look where your circle is. You're letting them fall in. And canter. Just like he was falling out over your circle, he falls in here. Make your circle more on either side of B and E. You're way out to the right side of that circle. That's it. Move into your right rein. And canter. Yeah, and trot. Doesn't matter. And canter. That's it. Keep the horse on the circle line. You're leaning in, that makes him lean in also. Good. Stay vertical, stay on your curve. And you canter. That's it, it's okay. You did a great job there. And you trot again. You see, these are the kind of things which train horses over and over, my dear. Outside, sit straight and canter. Come on. Yeah. And trot again. Good. Ah, that's okay. Stay. Shoulders down, hands down. 1, 2, 1, 2. Canter. That's it. And go straight ahead. Yeah. And we again change rein, Lee. But you keep your canter all the way across the diagonal line. And then you trot just before the wall. But keep the same canter. Look where you're going. You want to arrive a little sooner. Good. And you trot. Well done. And round, 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 round. Hands down, hands down. You don't pull your hands up to get him on the bed. That makes him fall out. And it makes him impossible to sit. That's it. You have to fall down in your saddle. Good circle. Very nice. Trot, trot, fall in your saddle, not fall up. Canter right, canter. Elbows down, don't let your arms float. Good, and trot. Down your hands, trot, trot. Make it happen. Trot, 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 and canter. Timing, ta-ta-dum, and trot. Stay on your line. Good. Stay down with your hands. Stay down with your arms, literally. Don't pull your arms back. And canter. Trot. And straight down. And canter. Outside hip back. That's it. Good. And trot. Good job. Stay back a little with your outside hip and feel that your inside hip goes forward. And canter, outside rein. That's it. That doesn't matter. That was good riding. And trot. Good job. Good. Your seat is good there now. And canter. Very well done. And straight ahead. Yes. And again, ride your curves a little bit better there, yeah? Stay on the track. And then turn, change rein. And you want to arrive a little bit before letter M. So you turn, turn. Keep your connection, keep your canter, turn a little right. Keep your right leg and your right rein. And now you trot. Good job. Okay, on the bit, down your hand, down your hand. That's it, down your hands. Good job. Down your hands. Very nice there. Oh, look at you. Drop in your saddle. Don't think of your upbeat, think of your downbeat. Good job. Yes, down, forward, forward, hands down, and canter. Remember, it's not by your cluck, 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 it's also by your leg gates. That's it. Hands down, canter. Trot, balance, and canter. Go. Your second beat you have to ride a little bit more, not just your first one, yeah? And then again, trot. Good. Drop your shoulders to the dirt. That's it. Drop your shoulders down and canter. Outside hip back. Excellent. Good. Stay with your hands down and straight ahead. So you don't, and again, it's not you involving yourself in his dilemmas. Let him learn that if he gets disconnected, you stay and change rein. Good. Keep the connection, keep him looking where you want to go, keep riding, and you trot, just stay down. Excellent. Rising trot, inside leg, hold the contact, security, language. Good. And a little bit stretching down. Make a circle. Come, trot, trot, trot. Stay quick, not pushing hard, just quicker. And a little tiny bit your curvature, the left rein, a little touch here and there, just more like you just kind of momentarily put a fraction bit pressure on the left rein or on the right rein without much else. And then you relax there. Good. Change out of the circle with this frame. Very nice. Good. And a little squeeze here and there so he stays attentive with that frame. Your legs, move him forward. Yeah, the bit has to be able to move a little tiny bit without him saying, oh my God. It's okay. Yes, a little longish, touch him a little on your left rein, just a little, gentle. That's it, gentle. Yes, go, move into it, you say. Yeah, a little longer, squeeze right, left, let go of it. That's it. Okay, excellent. And walk. You see, you have to, I call it, you have to raise your expectations now a little bit, yeah? Because, you know, you have to now say a little bit more, Lee, I have to do it here, and we have to do it there. We have to do it again here, we have to do it again there. Not just saying, okay, I want to do a canter depart. No, not you ready yet, not you ready yet, not ready. Okay, now he's perfectly ready. You know what I mean? Because what we have to make now sure is that you're able to say, okay, you have to be ready, now we're ready, and we're going. So that he now understands that there is a shorter preparation time, yeah? And you have to say, I have to do it at a specific place. You can't now all of a sudden say, well, I'm not ready yet at B, so I do it at R. You know what I mean? And he's still a little worried, so I turn over there. And every single time, you see, if you're allowing yourself to be a little tiny bit talked into, well, we go a little over here because he's a little over there, and we go a little over here, because what happens is you're losing the concept of your travel. He's not anymore straight traveling to the bed. He's a little this way, falls a little that way, falls a little this way, goes a little that way, you know, and the only way you will figure out that that is happening is if you place yourself somewhere and you go, oh, I'm all of a sudden over here rather than over there, you know. If I would put cones down on that circle, how many times do you think you would have changed that? Those cones would have placed you, but I tell you what, not being there, your circle changed a fraction here and there, a foot here, a little more foot there. All of a sudden your circle was more on that end of the side, and then all of a sudden it was longer down. All of a sudden you have an oval. All of a sudden you do this. You know, it's a little bit more now, you have to become precise. Because precision riding trains the horses. Does that make sense? And also really, because I made you stay a little more precise, you became much easier sitting. Did you notice that? Without me saying, come on, sit a little better, you literally by itself sat better. Yeah? Because you were having to say, oh my God, I have to be ready over there. Huh? And that makes a big difference. But you know, when one trains dressage horses is very precision riding. And you know, and not every rider and every horse is really in a certain way, even though they're the most talented horses in the world, they're not always liking that kind of discipline, you know, but you have to stay just with it. It's not punishing, it's just staying with it and being precise. You know, it didn't happen, okay, Trot, we do it again, okay, now we do it again, okay, no, we do it again. You do it a few times, yeah? We always say that if you do 10 times your transition, say, and it was 5 times good, that means you were only 50% good enough. You know? So now, I'm happy with 50% from a baby. And then you have to raise the expectation. You say, okay, now I want 60%. And now I want 70%. And now I want 80%. And now I want 100%. Every time I ask, I want that connection and that contact and that depart. Because then that 100% will give you a 70% when you go to the show arena. You know what I mean? Yeah. Because then you have other influences, other systems going on. But you have to gain and you have to want to get that 100%. Say, I canter on that ladder every time. Huh? And then he gives you that a few times, say 2 times, perfect. Go away, go the other direction. You do it, okay, I want it over by K every single time. I want it by E every single time. I want the transition at X every single time. You know, and because otherwise what you're doing is you're giving up your aids every time because you're not asking him to do it there. So he says, I'm not ready, or you say, oh, he is not ready, or he's not feeling right yet. You know what I mean? If you have a place you want to put it, you must make him ready. You have to be ready. What is your job in your life?
My real job? I'm a hairdresser.
So, if I come to you, I don't want to leave your store with my hair all messed up. You have to make a good cut, right? You cannot say, well, gee gosh, I'm not ready, so I clip it off. You know, so you have to be precise, don't you? Precision trains, yeah? Every time you have to be precise. So, and that's what you have to do there. You have to now become a little more precise. You have to know you want it there. So if you ask there and it didn't come out right, hey, that happens, bring it back. Say, okay, we do there. You know, but you have to say, I want it somewhere. You don't say, somewhere on the circle I will happen to have it. That was in the beginning, okay? We're happy when he cantered, and we're happy when he trotted, and we're happy when he turned. And then you have to say, okay, I want to turn now. I want to halt now. I want you to go there now. You know, that then has to be your next training step. Does that make sense? Because you're a good enough rider to do that. So that has to now be your goal. Okay? And you can do a little bit like that. Shoulder force, circle, leg geldings. You know, trot canter transitions. That's one of the most suppling exercises for the horse's back. And it teaches you to make yourself be really precise. And you say, I have to sit in between. I mean, yeah, it's easy to rise the trot up and down. It's nice, it's simple. You don't need to do anything. You just go boing, boing, boing. Well, great, terrific. Does that teach you strengths? Not at all. You know, it's a nice cop out. Okay? Okay, I think you're ready to step up a little bit. Okay, thank you very much, Lee.